Apologies for having all manner of technical issues here. But what I was going to say is that when you do buy the refills for these, they do come with a little plastic cap that fits on. So you could store these. So it's a bit like what I do with my Lisa Eldridge lipsticks, where I have that key component, which is beautiful and stunning and costs more. And then I've got the refills that live in the drawer with a little cap on to keep them, you know, fresh. And then as I want to take out a new colour with me, I just whip it out, put it in the refill, put the lid on, and I'm good to go. So let me know what you think of these beauties. I'm really happy. I'm pleasantly surprised by how much fits in the Nice Nano. Like I say, I travel light. I like a small bag. I don't put luggage in the hold. I only travel with carry-on, even if it's a week. So, and to be honest, you don't need that much more. When the longer you go away for, you're just adding a couple of extra tops and clean underwear, really. You know, makeup is makeup. I don't need more makeup, really, for a longer trip than a shorter trip. Cover the bases. So, yeah, that's it. Sorry for this terrible quality of footage. But I wanted to film and I have done, so that's it from me. I will say goodbye before you see any more of this terribleness. And now I need to clear up and I will see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We've got unboxings. Yeah, there's stuff everywhere. The quality doesn't look great on the viewfinder. I'm not sure why. But I wanted to get this video out. I've got stuff everywhere, but I wanted to get this out and to show you Louis Vuitton Beaute. So unlike, seems like the whole of Instagram, I did actually purchase these with my own money. Of course I was not gifted. I am not important enough either on YouTube or Instagram or to LV to be gifted. So bought this with my own money, and the very exciting thing in this box, which I've peeked at, this I have not cheated. This is genuine, new, unopened. But before, where do I go into this? Before we get onto that, I'm going to show you something else. My Chanel. So here you go. I got, so that I did not buy the Louis Vuitton £190 eyeshadow quad. Never say never. I probably will get one at some point. Maybe as a Christmas present to me, from me. So I didn't buy that. I bought this. It comes in this limited edition little pouch thing. Lovely. I do actually use those to help protect the compact. And I got it in the colour 219 Boutons Couture. So Buttons Couture. Comes with this. And these are the colours, as you can see there. Really ordinary, like me. Really, really ordinary, daily wearable colours. I've not tried this out. I'm going to have a quick go now with you. I don't want to swatch because I don't want to get my hands dirty for the thing. I'll do another swatch and chuck a reel on Instagram or something. But I'm going to start off with this colour here. I'm just going to do a quick little base. This is really, literally, I say using a poo colour eyeshadow, quick and dirty. The light is also fading here, so I'm going to be really, really quick. I just want to play with the colours, really. That was all. So there's that. I'm going to go in with this colour here and do, oops, stabbed it, ruined the buttons. Do a bit of brightening, blend it in. This is subtle. I will do a more complete look another day. Maybe over the weekend I'll play. It's a Friday evening here now. I was going to be really good and have just smoked salmon and lemon juice for dinner and ordered myself a big fat curry takeaway. My husband's gone out for the evening. And then go in with this chocolatey brown colour here. Just do like a little liner underneath. I'm barely getting any colour payoff here. It's probably the brushes. Well, that's a bit more actually. Maybe it's just user error, probably. Oh, that's a nice colour actually. So yeah, I think you need to play with these a little bit. But I just thought, let's just chuck a bit on and see what it's like. I mean, it was never going to be offensive. It's a trio of brown shades. And then I'm going to get the white spoolie thing here, go in there with this more metallic-y colour. Looks like a sort of browny taupe. Chuck a bit of that in the middle. How not to apply makeup. And a bit more on this lighter shade. I think this is going to be beautiful. It feels nice on the eye. I think taking the time to apply properly, blend it in. I know, this is terrible. And I can't even see what I'm doing, there's not enough light. It actually looks darker on camera than in real life. When I look in real life, I look like I've hardly got any on. Anyway, this is what I bought so that I did not buy any Louis Vuitton eyeshadow. So what did I get? I got what's in here. Let's just open this. I haven't peeked. I did open them. I got this far earlier and I was like, no, don't do it. So it comes with some tissue paper. I ordered this online. The boutique I normally shop with haven't got this in and won't be getting this in. I literally pre-ordered this about 9:15 on launch day. It took a while for it to happen. So more tissue paper in there and this. We know what that's... Well, those of us that have been watching this and keeping up with it know what's in there. Me being one of those sad people. Anyway, this is what I got. So you can see there, I got the LV Balm. Didn't go for a lipstick. Now, I would like a lipstick at some point. I went for Balm, and the reason I went for a Balm is that I work from home a lot. I wouldn't say my lips are particularly dry. They can get dry, obviously. But I do wear a balm pretty much every day, but I like a coloured balm. I do. And I would say I have never, ever in my life finished a lipstick, I don't think, ever. I have too many lipsticks. But a balm, I do finish. So, for example, here is my Hermes Lip Enhancer in Rose Detti. If you don't, oh, that's what's left. Look at that. That's it. That's all that's left. So I wear this, as you can tell, a lot. It's lasted well. Great value. Love the packaging. Love the magnetic closure. It's lasted well. So I know a balm I use. So I went for a balm, basically. And I love this white packaging over the lipstick. I don't want to drop this. But there you go. This is how it comes. Gold packaging. So this is not PR packaging. This is what you as an ordinary paying customer get. Little pointless cut out bit there with a blossom motif. And then it says Louis Vuitton there on the bottom. We have these gorgeous bits there. You've got the LV logo, the blossom. We have the window there. Nice magnetic finish. And I got this in the colour 61 Joyride. I have to remember them. So let me just grab any old compact that I've got so I can see. The light's really fading now. Apologies. And let's just see what this looks like on. That's what it looks like in the bullet. I was a while choosing the colour. I didn't want anything too cold. This Rose Detti colour I think was a bit of a mistake. I'm probably going to get a refill for this, but get it in the rose tan. But not just yet, because I've just spent £120. £120 on this lip balm. But I mean, just look at that. Look how stunning that looks. So what's it like on the lips? So completely bare lips here. Oh, it's not too soft. I don't mean it's hard, but it's not like, you know, like if you buy like a chapstick kind of thing, it's like really soft. It's not like that. I'd say it's softer than the Hermes Lip Enhancer. That's just a little bit. What's it look like if I do a bit more? There we go, come in a bit, sorry. I'm just trying to, oh, it's got a scent. So I think it's rosemary and mint, the scent. It's really subtle actually, I didn't notice it immediately. This feels lovely. This feels, it does feel softer. So I'm a fan of the lip enhancer. I find it does moisturise my lips nicely with a little bit of colour. This has much more colour payoff. Much more colour payoff, and it feels lovely. It feels much more indulgent. It feels really hydrating. I keep wanting to just go, my lips feel good. That's how it feels. So you're probably not going to get a review like that elsewhere. Like I say, not many unpaid reviews. So yeah, this is it. You've got the window to see what the colour is, but I mean, there you go. You can see about what I can see. So yes, I can tell it's not the pale pink. Now, let's get into what's in here. So this little pouch, in here, we have this velvet pouch. So you say it says Louis Vuitton on the front, very thick, and we have a motif on the back. It does seem very, I'm like, is it going to go in? Like I need to stretch it out first. Very thick, probably thicker than it needs to be. Let's just see if we can get that. Yes. Whew. I actually feel relief. I was worried about it on the marble table here, and I was worried about it not going in. So there we go, that is it in. Bit stiff, but I reckon that will loosen a bit as well as we go. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with my colour choice because I didn't want to go for the red one, but I did want that almost like that slight bricky red. I do really like. So that's what I got. I've just spent £120 on a lip balm and I don't regret it. The box itself has got, I mean, this is going to go in the bin. That's, well, yeah, the recycling, obviously. But you've got cherry blossom there. You've got Louis Vuitton motif all the way over it. And that's that. So what's in the big box? In this big box, and the size of the box that came. So I've peeked at this totally. There was ribbon, there was a tag, and there was the SKU tag here. I'll show you that because it's no secret what this is. Let's pop that over there. Stuff everywhere. So I got, look at this, in the colour Tender Bliss. I got this Nice Nano. I keep wanting to call it mini, it's not, it's a nano. They did the mini in the red epi leather. This is the Tender Bliss new pink colour. They also did in this a cosmetic PM, which I did not buy because I have this cosmetic PM, which is stunning. I think if I were to use both, they look quite nice together. I didn't buy the lip balm in Tender Bliss, and the reason why not is I have this Guerlain Kiss one in a very similar colour that has a slight sparkle. If you can see, it's not focusing, but cameras do what cameras do. So that is the reason I did not buy the Tender Bliss. But now that I've got the one balm, if I want to, now that I know I really like the formula, I may well get the Tender Bliss in a refill, which is much more reasonable price. I forget how much off the top of my head. We'll say £60, it's something like that. And I can chop and change like I do with the Lisa Eldridge lipsticks that come in the gold packaging. So I got this, and I got this for two things. One, I thought it looked really nice on my vanity table with some day-to-day bits in. You're not going to have a lot in this, but I do travel light. And also what I also have on there is my Guerlain Meteorites. So I just think that they look really nice together. Also have with it the little brush that matches, because we have to have matchy. So what fits in this? I thought I would show you very quickly what fits in this. Let me just change the angle and then I will show you. Okay, here we go, different angle. Not tried this before either. Oh, there's the little exterior where it says what it is made from. So exterior is vachetta leather, interior is synthetic textile. And I really like that. We've got this made in Italy sign here, but all this is nice and cushioned, and it's also fully wipeable, which I think is what you want from a cosmetic case. So first things first, will an hourglass palette fit in? So here is an hourglass palette. It's the Lotus finish, but not the Lotus interior. So it's an ambient lighting fit. This is the full, just show you the full 6-pan. Goes in, it won't go in that way. It's not, you can see there, the niece isn't big enough, but it will go in upright, I believe. Would it close? Yes, it would. You can see there. So that would go in if you wanted it to. Typically though, what do I use when I travel? So I'm going to pop in, I have this here. So this is my Givenchy powder compact. So it's got a brush there, and then you've got the 4 interiors. You can see it's well used, really like it. So I need finishing powder, so that's going to go in. I have here eyeshadows. So I have the Lisa Eldridge ones with all the greens and blues. So what's that called? Desert Glam. So that can go in either that way, or we could put it in, would it go that way? Yeah, it probably would actually. Let's maybe put it on the end. Might be pushing it, or we could just lay it flat like that. I don't know, we'll play about. Like I say, I've not had this long enough. So I'm going to use that. I've got here Farah Hamidi little compact that can go in. So that's my foundation. So I've got foundation in here. I've got finishing powder. I have in here, I have my Farah Hamidi bronzer. So that's going in. I have Westman Atelier Blush Duo. So this gives me, this is in Tulle and Truffle. Wasn't the one I meant to pick up, but hey, it doesn't matter. It's the same size. So that's also a contour. So that's a blush and contour if I wanted to. I have an alternative one with Coquette and Mimi, and that would give me 2 alternative blushes if I want to, a more neutral and a pinker one. So that could go in like so. I then could put in, I'm not going to fit a full size blusher brush, so I have this Hermes table size one. That goes in. I have a Chanel powder brush, also that would fit in. That's not what I meant to pick up. I have a foundation brush which is actually very similar to this, but if anything a bit slimmer, so that will go in. I have here a Victoria Beckham highlighter, so that would go in. I have a Gucci lip product, so that will go in. We'll also put in the Hermes lip enhancer there. So we're nearly full. We are nearly full, but we can fit a bit more in. We can fit in eyelash curler, so I want that to position up the top there. And we can fit in Victoria Beckham contour. So there's quite a lot, as you can see, that will fit in. I will get that brush in, I think. Yeah, that brush will go in. And I've got a Victoria Beckham mascara here, which is quite chunky. I've actually got a travel one of these that I ended up buying off eBay because I didn't get the promotion in time. So that would go in. Like I say, I think you need to just pack it a bit better than I have done. It would go in. I'm confident that will go in. I'm just not packing it very well, to be honest. So yeah, it needs a bit of playing about, but you can see that you can get a whole load of products in there. Enough for me anyway if I'm traveling, because I want to travel light. This is my favourite ever brush. This is the Rafa Kobo brush, I think it was. It was limited edition. It's stunning. Will that go? I'm not sure if that's going to go in, and that's okay. I don't always pack it with me on travel. Let's just do this up and show you. And the reason I don't always take it with me on travel is that I love it so much. I don't want to risk losing it or anything like that. So that has got a bit of room still that I could put more products in. But certainly that is going to give me everything I need to go away with. I mean, that's a lot in there. When I do go away, I'm looking at actually doing just cheap EasyJet flights and just doing a carry-on bag only. The 46 by, is it 45 by 36 by 20 centimetre bag. So what you're allowed carry-on only, I'm thinking of doing that. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to move everything from here into this Cosmetic PM just to see the difference. Let's just see. Do they hold a similar amount? I would suspect so. I'll start off with some of the bigger items. Maybe I'll put that on the bottom. I'm not sure, you know. I'm wondering if, I think the Nice will actually take a lot more. I'm not packing this particularly well, so that is the caveat as well. So yeah, you can see that is really quite full. Yes, that will do. I'm not going to do it, but it would do up. But look how misshapen it is. So that's really good because that was an experiment of mine. So this will hold more than a Cosmetic PM easily. And I think it's going to be really nice and user-friendly. I really do. If I wanted to go differently, let's have a look. What would it be? If I wanted to go, right, okay, we'll have the Hourglass palette. So that's going to have finishing powder, blush, bronze, everything in it. And then we could add, this is an eyeshadow quad. Obviously, we're going to need makeup brushes to be able to put that on with. We're going to need foundation. We might want contour and highlighter, although we've got highlighter in the palette, so don't need it. So we just add a contour in. Add a lip product. Add the eyelash curlers. Sorry, I've had a terrible week. So that's, again, you can see how much space we've got. We could still add in the setting powder if we want to, because that is different to a finishing powder. So yeah, we've got a lot more room if we did actually use an hourglass palette to cover off a lot of those functions. So that was all I had to show you. I'm sorry, it's this video I feel like has been all over the shop, but I had it planned in my head and then the light started to go and I panicked a bit. But let me know, what do you think of this? This was a ridiculous amount of money. I didn't get the lipstick pouch I really wanted to, and I think I in a way would have preferred it if it was just the size, for example, to have taken just this balm. Can I even, God, that is really hard to get out. What are you doing, Louis Vuitton? Oh, I've just pulled it out. So really easy to remove the balms. And what I was going to say as well in terms of these, you can see you've got the little emblem at the bottom there. What I was going to say was that it just clips in. That was really easy. Apologies for having all manner of technical issues here. But what I was going to say is that when you do buy the refills for these, they do come with a little plastic cap that fits on. So you could store these. So it's a bit like what I do with my Lisa Eldridge lipsticks, where I have that key component, which is beautiful and stunning and costs more. And then I've got the refills that live in the drawer with a little cap on to keep them, you know, fresh. And then as I want to take out a new colour with me, I just whip it out, put it in the refill, put the lid on, and I'm good to go. So let me know what you think of these beauties. I'm really happy. I'm pleasantly surprised by how much fits in the Nice Nano. Like I say, I travel light. I like a small bag. I don't put luggage in the hold. I only travel with carry-on, even if it's a week. So, and to be honest, you don't need that much more. When the longer you go away for, you're just adding a couple of extra tops and clean underwear, really. You know, makeup is makeup. I don't need more makeup really for a longer trip than a shorter trip. Cover the bases. So yeah, that's it. Sorry for this terrible quality of footage, but I wanted to film and I have done. So that's it from me. I will say goodbye before you see any more of this terribleness. And now I need to clear up and I will see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.